Welcome to the full guide for the RICHTOFEN side of the Mind Games Easter egg in the new Call of Duty Zombies map, Buried. You are going to need 4 players for this Easter egg. So step number 1, we have to build the guillotine. And to do this you have to find 4 parts that are scattered around the map. The first one is a satellite dish that can be found on the balcony in the saloon. The second one are these crystals that can be found in the caves. The third one is this antenna that can be found in the stables. And the fourth one is the wire spool that is found in the gunsmiths. If you take all these parts back to the guillotine and build it up, RICHTOFEN will give you a quote and you can move on to the next step. The next step is to get the paralyzer from the box, the new wonder weapon, and find these 4 orbs around the map. You can actually find one here outside of the saloon, you can find one right here next to the church, there's one right here in the caves, and the final one is in the back of the mansion where the ghosts are. Charge all of these orbs up by firing the paralyzer at them. Once you've done that, you'll find that there is a lantern flying around the map. To knock this down, you're going to want to go ahead and throw a grenade at that lantern. It'll fall on the ground and you can go ahead and pick it up. So now what you want to do is fill the lantern, and to do this you have to kill ghosts while you are holding it. So the person holding the lantern has to be there while ghosts are being killed. Every ghost that is killed near the lantern, you'll hear like a ding sound, and eventually RICHTOFEN will say that the lantern is full and you can progress with the Easter egg. The next step is to take the lantern to this rooftop, and you can actually see a lantern symbol on the roof itself, and you can hold X to place it there, and once it's placed you'll see this code on the wall. So there's a helpful image on screen that you'll need right now. This is the cipher needed to decrypt the code that is on the wall. This cipher will change every single time you play, so don't expect it to be the same. And what this actually decrypts to are different signs within the caves. The best strategy to go about this is to just decrypt the first letter of every single line, then find the sign that actually begins with that letter. There is no 2 signs that begin with the same letter, so you're okay to just go ahead and do this strategy. It really does speed things up. And then once you've decrypted the message on the wall, to find out which 3 signs you need to hit, you need to buy either Galva Knuckles or the Bowie Knife to hit them with. You don't have to hit them in any specific order, but once the final one has been hit, a wisp will come out the wall, and it's only visible if you have Vulture Aid. So what you have to do with the wisp is you actually have to chase it. Once you get close to it, you have to press X, and then it'll fly to a different place in the map. You have to get there quickly before the wisp disappears and resets. If you are too slow, it'll just vanish and you will have to knife the signs again. But if you get there on time, keep pressing X until it gets to the guillotine. Once it's at the guillotine, press X once more and it will get into position for the next step. So the next step is you need to lead zombies to the guillotine, and once they are lit up and they have these like blue balls on them, you have to kill them. And once you've killed 5 of those zombies, that is that step complete, and you can move on to the next step. Now the next step requires that you have time bombs, and you can get these from the mystery box. Now once you have the time bombs, you must place them down on the guillotine, on the board of the guillotine. And then you must get all 4 players to come over to the guillotine. Get 1 player to stand on each side of the guillotine and 2 players to stand on the other side of the guillotine. You have to really squeeze yourself against the guillotine. And once you've done that, go ahead and detonate the time bomb and you will be sent into infinity mode. Now within infinity mode you have a short amount of time, but you will be able to find your own character's dead bodies on the ground, and you will be able to search these dead bodies. One specific character will be holding a switch on them. This may take multiple times for you to find, and the character that is holding the switch will change every single game. Please keep in mind that in infinity mode you cannot kill any zombies unless you are using the big guy, but you can distract zombies with monkey bombs. So now you have to survive until the end of infinity mode and you are teleported back to the real world. Once you've done that, you'll find that the person that searched the body and received the switch now has the switch in their inventory, and you can go ahead and put that on the guillotine. Now you have to head to the maze, and the maze doors will actually have 4 levers on them. A blue one, a green one, a yellow one, and a red one, and you must activate these in the correct order. Now, there is only one way to know that you're activating these in the correct order. Once you hit a switch, it will begin to spark if you've hit it at the correct time. This is a very trial and error maneuver. To reset the switches, you must have everybody leave the maze and then come back. The entire maze will have been reset, but the switches will also have been reset. Keep trying until you get the exact order. Once you've done that, you'll be told to head to the Wishing Well by Richtofen, and once you do that, you get the option to actually make a wish. Pressing X to make a wish actually spawns a ton of targets that you need to shoot. I believe you need to shoot them down with the PDW, but even if you do not need to shoot them down with a PDW, I would suggest you do it anyway because it has a large bullet capacity and it actually has a fast reload speed as well. Both of those things are essential for completing this step. So targets will spawn in the mansion, near the candy store, in the saloon, and around the area of Juggernog. Assign one player to each of those areas, memorize the locations of the targets as they pop up, and you must shoot every single target before they drop. You are allowed to miss a target, don't worry, as long as you hit it before it actually drops to the ground. Once you've done that, that's it. You will unlock the 75 Gamerscore achievement Mind Games, but there is more to this Easter egg. If you want the real ending to the Richtofen Easter egg and find out more about the story, you can actually carry this on. But to do this, you have to go back to Transit and Die Rise and complete both of those Easter eggs on the Richtofen side, unless you've done that already. If you have done that, go ahead and head to the courtroom, and you'll see in the back room there is this box with these lights on it, and by now all the lights should be lit up blue. Everybody in your game has to have the previous Easter eggs done with Richtofen. Once all the lights are lit up blue, you have to light up the 3 lights at the top, and those are actually your nav cards. So the nav card you find in Buried, which is actually on the bookshelf in the mansion, can be used in Transit. The nav card that you find in Transit can be used in Die Rise, and the nav card you find in Die Rise can be used in Buried. Once you've done that, the machine will be active. You can walk up to it, it will collapse, and there will be a button inside of it that says press. Press the button and you'll receive the finale of the Easter egg and the continuation of the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies story. You'll also be rewarded with a constant fire sale, the ability to carry 4 weapons at once, and perks that you keep when you go down. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this guide. I hope it helped. A like on this video would be very much appreciated, and goodbye.